Hi, I'm Niki Bezzant from Healthy Food Guide and welcome to Healthy Food Guru. This is where we look at new products that we've seen and give you the lowdown on them. So I'm going to talk about meat today because it just so happens that I've had a few different meat products come in. And the first one is this Perfect Pork range. These are pre-packaged pork servings and there's all different types of cuts. You might have seen them in the supermarket. I've got here sirloin steak, and this is a sirloin roast, and some sirloin schnitzels here. I have seen on TV the generic ads for pork, and you might have seen them too. They have got a big burly guy with a beard cooking very fatty pork on a barbecue, big hunks of it, and to me that's really off-putting. I don't know why they promote pork this way. It's just not appealing. These, on the other hand, are fantastic because they are in really good, healthy serving sizes, ready to go. And I tried this one the other night, the sirloin steak. That is probably enough for 3. It says serves 2 to 3. So they're really going on the 100 grams-ish of meat per person, which is really nice. This was delicious tender pork, really, really nice, and very easy to cook. You don't need to worry about leaving your pork a little bit pink. That's a myth that you need to cook pork all the way through. So if you cook it according to their instructions, you're going to get lovely tender pork that really tastes nice and has a good texture as well. They've got schnitzels here, which is 7 pieces of schnitzel, serves 3 to 4. Again, that's a really healthy serving size and it's ready to go. Some of them have got sauces in the packet. The ones I've tried I didn't love. I think the sauces are a little bit, you could probably do better making your own sauce. They're a little bit vinegary, maybe a little bit sugary, but up to you. They're not terrible, the sauce. The roast is also really good because it's in its own little roasting bag and all you need to do is literally put it in the oven and follow the instructions. So if you're a bit nervous about cooking pork, this is a good thing to try to get you started on the pork journey. And you know, they're good, nice lean cuts. There's a little bit of fat on that one. The pork belly I probably wouldn't recommend because that one does have a little bit more fat in it, but the other cuts are really nice and lean and a really nice way to eat pork in a really healthy way. The other one I want to talk about in the meat area is this Woodburn venison range, and there are again quite a lot of different cuts in this range, and it is a really lovely, lean, tender meat. Venison is extremely lean, and it's for that reason you don't want to cook it too well. It needs to be really cooked quite rare, but these are lovely cuts of meat, and again it's a nice small serving size, 250 grams in that pack, and that would be lovely serving size for 2 people. And there are all kinds of other different cuts. You can use it anywhere that you would normally use beef or even lamb, and experiment with it. It goes really nicely with lots of different flavours, and again it's a lovely healthy way to eat your red meat, so look out for that one. So we're coming into summer and we just recently looked at ice cream and frozen desserts in Healthy Food Guide magazine, and you can find that in the November issue if you're interested. But one of the ones that really stood out for me was this range. It is called Zelati and it comes from Wellington, and they make a beautiful range of sorbets and gelatos. And I've got here the raspberry velvet sorbet and this one here, which is kibana, which is kiwi fruit and banana. They are beautiful, refreshing, delicious way to end a meal or to have a little sweet treat. They have got no gluten or dairy in them, and they are just really delicious fruit flavours. So you're getting not very much, or hardly any fat in fact in these because there's no dairy in them. You are getting a little bit of sugar. To make sorbet you need to use sugar to make, that's just how it's made, so be aware of that. But it's not unacceptable, and if you have it in a small serving it is absolutely delicious and highly recommended.